watch this. It doesn't matter what the tool is. It's just a resistance. Don't think so much about it. Just get out there and just do it. Welcome to the Minute of Strength. For the past couple of weeks, we've been showing you the breakdowns of the piece that Gunnar did on E-Entertainment. So we broke down the progression to the bandit loop lunge. We broke down the different types of lunges that you can do with ropes going wild. This week, we're going to break down the swing. As basic as it seems, what we actually noticed and what Gunnar insisted upon with Juliana when she did the swing, the first thing she did was picked up a 16-kilo bell, and she went just like this. Oh, Gunnar, this is too heavy, and she dropped it. Well, she had a choice, a 12-kilo bell or a 20-kilo bell, and obviously she wasn't going to use the 20. So what we had to do is really, Gunnar had to instill the necessity for the technique. Now, you guys have heard me say this a million times. The right tool for the job is the one that challenges you and the one that gives you the result without really overthinking the exercise. It's going to push that weight back into the posterior chain. It's going to force you to fire up those glutes and hamstrings and push the weight through the heels and keep your lower back out of the picture so that you're not rounding your back, you're not arching on the descent, and you're really pushing back through the hip flexors and loading the glutes and hamstrings just to fire back up again and finish the move, create weightlessness out in front of you. It didn't get that complicated because as soon as Juliana started to swing that bell, it just happened, and she did a great job with it. It was also the heaviest bell she's ever done a swing with. The irony is, it's the best she ever felt doing swings. Again, those are some of the behind the scenes that you don't get to see because it's edited for a 2-minute piece in Hollywood. So let's just review this quickly. If you haven't used or you don't feel your glutes and hamstrings when you do swings, I don't care if you've been doing them for 2 weeks or you've been doing them for 2 years, you should understand why you're doing the exercise. So let's start right from scratch with a sumo deadlift, driving off the heels. As you come up, squeeze your glutes tight, relax the shoulders. Come back down to that starting position, come up and squeeze and relax the shoulders, okay? Hips are forward, hip flexors are open, glutes super tight, but the knees aren't popped back, legs are straight, but not pushed back, right? So don't pop the knee back, just glutes tight. Knees are actually pretty neutral. Second progression would be the dead swing. Drive up and right back. Drive up and back. And just check that your shins are vertical. Third progression would be the swing itself. First one's dead. Shoulders and hips move at exactly the same time. Weightless in this position right there. And there's my swing, but I'm getting all the energy through the right muscle groups, working those muscles in concert. And you know what I saw out there myself, people using kettlebells that were too light, going through the motions and just using it because it's the hot tool. The great thing about Gunnar, he insists on the right tool, he insists on proper technique, and he's not going to let anything else slide with that type of precision. So the progressions that we did show, that Juliana did do, again behind the scenes, we actually got and worked up to the point that we used to increase the resistance. We attached the buddy bolt, carabined it into the ropes going wild, and then had her again use even more resistance in the swing without having to give her a heavier bell, which clearly she was intimidated by. But we got the success with the 12 kilo and got success with the resistance from ropes going wild. Just a little bit heavier on the way up. Makes it where I need a little more effort on the way up. When that bell's weightless, it comes back down on the descent. I don't really feel the weight of that, but it does pull me back just a bit further and further engages my glutes and hamstrings, forcing me to work just a touch harder. It's very subtle. You don't realize it, you see it. You'll realize that the 10 swings without is not the same 10 swings with the leash or ropes going wild attached to it, forcing me to work a little bit harder, bigger bang for your buck. All right, so those are your progressions to the swing. The idea of this move right here, kick it up a notch, stay out of your comfort zone, keep it safe, and really understand why you're doing the swing in the first place. We'll see you guys next week.